Oh, it looks like I'm live. Well, hey, welcome everyone. I'm gonna be doing Sonic R. This originally came out for the Sega Saturn, but this is the GameCube version. The first thing I'm going to do is I go into game settings, and I've already done that, but I'm gonna show it anyways. I'll switch the weather to snow, because that'll allow us to run over the ice, so you don't have to worry about drowning. Um, Yeah, this game is, many people think this is a meme game, but this is actually a very good speedrun. It's very technical. Um, and it's very easy for me to make minor mistakes that make the whole thing look very ugly, so I hope I don't do that. Um, Anyways, I'm just gonna jump right ahead. And yes, this is Sonic Gems Collection, exactly. Just gonna start right away. So 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so you notice I play as Knuckles. I play as Knuckles because he has the best balance between speed and handling. And he has a glide ability, which we're gonna use later. I'm gonna be drifting around a lot, which is basically what most of the movement is based on. So basically any time you drift, you go faster than by walking normally. And so you want to drift as much as possible, so even on straight parts, a lot of times you try to drift along walls or bump into walls to knock yourself around corners and such. So that's what a lot of the movement of this game is about. Yeah, also this game has a fantastic soundtrack, so I hope you appreciate that. Yeah, this first track is extremely easy to mess up, and that's where most of my runs get reset on, so that was really clunky. But yeah, only one major mistake at least. Next we have Radical City. This game only has 5 tracks, by the way. The second one is Radical City. This is the first one where rings are actually gonna get relevant. So the first thing that's not very obvious is rings actually increase your speed by a tiny little bit. It's very small, but it does increase your speed, so having more rings is better. And also there are these kind of like boost pads on the ground, and depending on how many rings you have, that's how far they send you into the track. They cap at 50 rings max, and on this track you just want to have as many rings as possible to get as far as possible. And you have these pickups that I went through, these emblem kind of things. They give you random amounts of rings. I got double 5 there, which is not ideal. They can give you 2 types of shields, 5, 10 or 20. Yeah, ideally I want to have as close to 50 as possible. So you got to collect rings here and get a bit lucky here on this track. Also, kind of this spring up, you kind of want to hit from an angle, because if you hit it straight onward, you're just gonna kind of bump into the wall and lose speed. And if you hit it like that, you can keep all your momentum around the spring. That's 10 rings. That's much better. And 20, perfect. That's way more rings than I would ever need. Now I get a very far zip here and almost right into the finish, so that's obviously a lot faster. Next track is Regal Ruin, which is one of the hardest ones to execute. It also has one of these ring zippers, but on this one you actually don't want the max amount of rings. On this one you want 15 or 16, and that is because if you have that exact amount, the zip puts you on a perfect spot to cut the final turn of the track perfectly. So I want to aim for... Great job collecting these rings, my dude. I want to aim for like around 15 or 16 rings. Okay, 16, that's perfect. So here's the zipper, and now I can just drift and hold right and get perfectly around this turn. So that's the setup for that. And doing that every time is kind of difficult. And if you have too many rings, you can use Knuckles' Glide as backup. That's also a thing why it's useful. 15, really nice. Okay. Okay, very nice. Good job collecting these rings, yeah. Actually did this level well. Very happy about that, because that's actually like the hardest one. Yeah, that was decent. First two levels were a bit shaky, but that one went fairly well. Now into the fourth stage, which is Reactor Factory. Again, we have a zipper, but we also have plenty of opportunities to collect rings. This one has a bit of a skip in it. Basically, you can kind of like do a jump and then spin around mid-air like 360 degrees. It looks pretty cool. There is a chance I mess that up and end up losing several seconds, which would be like the worst time loss, one of the worst time losses I can have in this run. But I haven't done that in a while. So that's the jump. And land right on the zipper right here. Yeah, that section, and hitting these pylons is obviously not optimal, but yeah, could have been better, but oh, that's the blue shield. That's completely useless for our purposes. Yeah, not the best RNG here. You can also, because I haven't done this time, but because rings increase your speed by a tiny little bit, you can also like skip the zipper on lap 1 so that you have more rings, which, oh god, another blue shield. Which obviously loses time on lap 1, but then saves time on lap 2 and 3. Oh god, this RNG is atrocious. I'm sad. Anyways. Yeah, here again drifting into walls to go a little bit faster. Okay, and now we already come into the final track, which is Radiant Emerald, and it has the only real skip of this run, which we call Helix Skip. It is very difficult. I should at least be able to get it on lap 1, hopefully also on lap 2 and 3, but on lap 2 and 3 it's significantly more difficult. Also, it's very important on this track to collect a lot of rings, because you do need a lot of them. Because you have not only these zippers that you want to go as far as possible on, but you also have these gates that you see in front of me there, where I just went to the right. You need 50 rings to open these, and these open a quicker path, so you really want to take that path. We need a lot of rings on this track. 56 is good, and here comes the skip. I hope I get it. That should definitely work. Alright, okay, I got the easiest one out of the way. And if I fail the other twos, I can just blame it on them being much harder. So, that was the minimum requirement for this run. I have a good ring count as well. So 90 rings here, going through that door. Minus 50, now I have 40, some more rings here, and there's a zipper coming up. And now I get the Helix Skip again, now much harder to set up. I don't like that, I don't think that's gonna work, maybe? Probably not. Nope, very close. Yeah, so the reason Helix Skip is much harder to set up on lap 2 and 3 is because you come out of that secret path. So you have a lot less time and the kind of awkward angle to set yourself up for the skip. So you have a lot less room to work with. So this is basically where most runs die to me, for me. I can get it fairly often. I hope maybe I can now show it, but no big deal. start was not good, but I got a lot of speed there. I think that works. Oh no! Hello? Excuse me? I was right there. Oh my god. But yeah, that was already Radiant Emerald right here. So, about to cross the finish line, so get ready on time. And that's time. Yeah, I'm sorry I only got one helix skip. But these are hard, I promise. I got close though, and now we get really good credits music. So I hope you enjoyed that. And we're also at the end of the marathon, so yeah, that was a very quick run to finish this up. If you don't mind, kind of listen to the credits music because it's really good. And yeah, I'm gonna say goodbye already. If Kona wants to keep credits music on for a little bit, I'm just gonna be quiet now and let it play. Oh, my mic was muted. Hi. What time did I even get? I had no timer on. Okay. I don't think so, because Konasumi is muted and he hosts the stream, so... We can? Oh. Oh, right.
You're a bit
for the end of the marathon. Hello.
Kona should put up gotta go by go-to for the end of the marathon. Rip.
Why did you like did you
What?
pause the timer instead of ending it?
Or auto highlighting? I don't know.
Well, I think auto highlighting also worked.
Okay.
Bring my gun.
Oh, I just actually stopped the stream. I was assuming that it would go over your...
Yeah, okay, I'll do it on my thing then. Anyway, that was it. That was the whole marathon. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Can you insert a picture of mine in the up next bit?
Okay. if you want me to.